patterns his game after.
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Shot clock at 6. Here's Russell. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now the Timberwolves with it. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Here's the 3. Morris with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. I mean, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be the ball you score.
Russell against Jackson. Towns, the pass to Russell. Kicks it to McDaniels for the 3. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They get it again. Outside, Towns. Passes it to McDaniels. Russell inside. Guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. George passes to Morris. And there's the pass to Zubats. Outside Jackson. Back to Zubats. Nobody near Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. Towns with the steal.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Right side Jackson. Top of the key. And it's Leonard missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. 1:44 left to play in the first. To stop the run, Edwards drives in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. George passes to Zubats. George dishes to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Gets the open look. And it's George missing.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Edwards against George. Edwards kicks to Towns. Pass to Gobert. On the clock. Towns. No dice on the putback jam. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
Like a gazelle the court. Kawhi, difficult to stay with in transition.
George against Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. Sweet move.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. No good from outside. It's Edwards on the wing.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Pass to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jackson kicks to Morris. Jackson down low. Russell's there. Morris, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Stolen by George. Morris outside. Over Towns. Morris, no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Morris with the screen for Jackson. He feeds it to Morris. Back to Jackson. George against Edwards. And the wide open shot from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance. Okay, he's got to make an imprint on the game, even when his shots aren't falling. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Out to Morris. Lets it go with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards looking it over. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Jackson from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Russell. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
A shot by George, wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Out to Edwards. There's the three. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Outside Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Broke loose. Russell with it. George picks him up. Right side Towns. Paul George with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break to end the run. Minnesota with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Towns with the bucket.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Gobert, good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Now Morris. Passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Outside, George. And that concludes the first half. Tim, thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 15. The Timberwolves, 22.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's man in at the small forward. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Minnesota leading by 7.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
As the league continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Wall wide open. 3-pointers off the mark.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Inside, here's Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Launches a 3. He can't get that one. Clippers trail by 10. Man passes to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has hot when he needs it.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. Buries the long-range jumper. Noel's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
We love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Covington's shot is off.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Prince wide open. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 11. Knocks it loose. fast break, Minnesota. Pass to McLaughlin. Batum with the steal. Ball against Anderson.
Ball entered from below the basket. Minnesota basketball.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Covington with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Passes it to Mann. Poked away. Back to Covington. To the middle. Here's Batum. And off the glass. That one's good. Batum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Defense. Clippers ball.
Outside, Wall. Dishes it to Batum. Stolen by Reed. Noel passes to Anderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Feeds to Covington. Ripped away. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. And the pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. Defended by Batum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Powell against Anderson. Off with the layup. Covington dishes to Batum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to...
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the one today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Clippers take a timeout.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. George is checked in for Norman Powell. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And and they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. For three, Edwards. It's good from long range. Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Jackson looking around. 4 on the clock. Here's Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Here's Edwards. And that one hits back iron. Clippers trail by 12. And the basket by Jackson.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Outside, Russell driving in. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First 2.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. Outside, Edwards. From deep.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
A 3 from Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jackson against Russell. Out to Edwards. To the left wing. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And he makes both free throws. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Pass to George. And here's Leonard from 3. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. The 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. 52 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jackson has the open look. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's what Jackson's doing right now. Supreme confidence in the clutch.
It's Edwards on the wing. He kicks it to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 3. Can they get it? Russell, no good. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The 3 from George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now, here is Russell. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the...
together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Morris. No good from outside. Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Now Morant. Shot clock at 6. Jackson for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Jackson against Morant. To the wing on the left. George outside. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Pass to Jackson. Now Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. Adams with the ball. Great D that time from Zubats.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And the dunk by Leonard.
A spectacular athlete. When Leonard drives to the rim, he's difficult to stop.
Pass to Adams. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Morant. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Zubats with the steal. Pass to George. And here's Zubats. Adams covering. Back to George. Now here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide open man on that one.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Nice shot by George.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
From deep, Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
There's Jackson with the 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Jackson. Out to Leonard. Lets it fly. Adams grabs the miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. George outside. No good on the triple. Memphis trailing here. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Clippers. Pushing it up now. And the dunk by Jackson.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Moran against Jackson.
Whoa! Nice.
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
With 1 on the clock. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
That's how you beat the clock.
Makes it 10. So the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Down low. Here's George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 9.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get positioned inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Morris against Jackson. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
George against Bain. George's shot is off.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
On the wing, Brooks. Leonard defending, and Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Jackson against Moran. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bain.
Yeah, just an outstanding defender. George's timing and feel for how to guard guys is a valuable commodity.
Morant with it, guarded now by Morris. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Second team.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. With 2 on the clock. Morant, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
It's George with the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
George hits them both. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
B.A., dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter for 3.
Morris with it, checked by Brooks. Kicks it to George. All alone, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got 15 points.
An elite player in this league, it's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Clippers. Let's make some noise.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Jackson, left side. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Outside for Brooks. Here's Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Ooh, Morris with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Jackson outside. Pass to Zubats. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Leonard. Brooks defending. Leonard, good. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Jackson outside. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. 8 points.
31. The Grizzlies. 21. Fans, let's hear it for the
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. The 3-ball. He drops it from range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Wall. Pass to Batum. The shot. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Soft touch off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Up top, Powell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Batum gets the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Williams. Off target from outside. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Wall, the pass to Batum. And here's Covington. Back to Batum. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Changes up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Clark's got his first basket.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Wall. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
And Williams punches it home.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Here's Covington, and the jam by Covington.
On the drive, Covington's agility has a big impact. He can just duck and dodge his way inside.
Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And Wall, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Outside Jones. Back to Conchar. Over Wall. And it's Memphis with another. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Jones against Wall. Jones in the post. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Jones against Wall. Pass to Mann. Batum outside. Launches a three. Out to the wing. Now here's Covington. 4 on the clock. Banked it in off the glass. Covington's got 7.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Now Williams. 32 seconds left in the third. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Crosses over. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, Mark with the slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Wall, the pass to Batum. And a missed layup. Here's Conchar. Fires the three. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break up 12. They put in work down low. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in it to 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Zubats, yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Memphis shooting really well in this matchup, 62% from the floor. And here's Morant outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard right side. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Some serious intensity from Leonard, driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was didn't listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And, look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Jackson attacking. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Yeah, 6'11 players are not supposed to move like Jaren Jackson Jr. He is different.
Jackson outside. Inside. Here's Leonard. Denied by Morant.
Bring it on D. Morant with the spot.
He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
First personal foul. First team.
And the Clippers have possession. They lead by 11. Jackson against Morant. Zubats with a screen on Morant. Jackson pass to Zubats.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of him.
Yeah, not a miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Jackson against Morant. Now here's George. Not a lot of room. Out to Leonard. Pass to George. Zubats with it. Clock at 6. Back to George. Hangs in the air. And he lays it up and in. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Jackson pass to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Jackson outside. George for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Morant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And the free throw, no good.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Here's George. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
On the wing, Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. Yeah!
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Bain.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Grizzlies foul. Desmond Bain. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Okay, this is a tough moment, even for George. But it's a chance to show us he's got ice in his veins.
Timeout called. Memphis. They trail by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Here's Morant. Here he goes.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
8 seconds left to play in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He collected, say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what's your take?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
So a close game. Zeke Valley, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backboards to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at point guard. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Outside for Jackson. Bain for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. finishes nicely on the layup.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That one good for two.
On the fast break, D'Angelo gets a good release down court and finishes the job there.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And so here's Memphis. It's a 5-point game. Morant with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 5 points so far.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Now, here is Russell. Gobert trying to get open. Sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 6. Outside, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's the three. And it's Morant missing.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Minnesota leading by 5 to the paint. Morant with the steal. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. There's the pass to Morant. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Morant. Capitalizes off the crossover. 7 points in the game.
Now, how about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Out to Russell. Outside, Towns launches it. It's hauled in by Adams.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bain passes to Adams. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Towns. 6 on the shot clock. It's Morant with the drop. Jackson. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Oh, here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jackson against Towns. Here's Adams, and it's good. 2 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game here. And Adams, no good on that one. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Now Edwards. He has 5. Going inside.
We got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
There's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. 1 quarter in the books. And for the close one so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Fires for 3. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Morant. Shoots the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Pass to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Bain against Edwards. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. Towns with the steal.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis trailing here. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Edwards, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Adams. Good work there as it goes.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. That one drops. He ties it up. And Minnesota has possession. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Russell passes to Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Morant kicks to Bain. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Jackson from outside the arc. It's the rebound. Out to Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Minnesota in the lead.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Bain against Edwards. Russell passes to McDaniels. 4 on the shot clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies.
2 minutes.
And here's Morant.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Bain. Edwards defending. Back to Bain. And he banks in the lane. Baines got it all tied up now for Memphis. Frank, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Russell over to the left wing. McDaniels dishes to Russell. Here's Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Out to Russell. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Russell's got 6.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Morant right side. And the pass to Baines. Feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. The shot's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Payne for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Russell passes to Edwards. That 3 off the mark. Morant with it. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action.
The Grizzlies. 20. Bang. Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Reed is out there with Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin into the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Pass to Noel. He feeds it to Anderson. Passes it to McLaughlin. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Timberwolves shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. The kick out to Anderson. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Williams, defended by Anderson. Pass to Concho. Memphis moving that ball around. The pass to Jones. Knocked loose. Anderson with the ball. Williams picks him up. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Reed. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
They trailed the entire game. That could change on this possession.
And this would be big for them.
For the lead, stolen by Reed. Fast break, Minnesota. Passes it to McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. With the drive, and it's in there. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Jones for three. Williams inside, working on Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And there's the pass to McLaughlin. Tries the spin move. Prince outside.
2 minutes remaining.
From past the arc. McLaughlin, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
At the elbow, Williams. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Jones dishes to Green. This is it to Clark. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
On the wing, Jones. Takes it from 10. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Prince. Good tee by Williams. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. Kicks to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Anderson passes to Noel. Back to Anderson. He takes it in, and the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Conshaw. They kick it out to Green. From downtown, Prince with the defensive effort. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Timberwolves leading by 3. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. Out to Russell. Morant with the steal. Passes to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Morant looking around. Right side Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Morant kicks to Brooks. There's the feed to Adams. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. There's McDaniels takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. McDaniels got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morant. Jackson with the screen. Morant passes to Jackson. Second chance shot. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's McDaniels. Brooks covering. Back to Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're leading by 4. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Russell kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Clock is at 3. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Bain passes to Morant. Back to Bain. Out to Morant. Dishes it to Adams. Outside, Bain. And it's Brooks in the corner. Brooks there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Minnesota leading by 4. Out to the wing. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Out to Russell. Now it. Here he goes. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson in the corner. Passes it to Adams. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Here's Edwards into the lane, and he eliminates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Bain kicks to Brooks to the wing right side. Here's Morant. Oh,
Mercy, mercy me.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands. in those situations.
They foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul a lot sooner.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is
David, that here is over. And that'll wrap it up, bud.
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. George finds Morris. Now here's Leonard. Over Towns. Puts the move on. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Morris.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Russell against Jackson. McDaniels from long range. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Jackson against Russell. Morris for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
We played just over a minute here in the first.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And here are the Clippers now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. George with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Towns against Leonard. Shots good by Towns.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Out to Leonard from deep. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Morris outside. Zubac with it. Out to Leonard. George outside. Unloads. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handle.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Up top, Edwards. Takes the three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Shot is good by Edwards.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Basket counts. Leonard's got 10 points.
Quick rise and quick fire from the mid-range. This is automatic stuff for Kawhi Leonard.
The kick out to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Towns for three. Ooh, Morris with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard for three. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Russell with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Here's Leonard. It's blocked by Gobert. Jackson against Russell. Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
George, a deep three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a good game so far. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the one spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. From the wing, it's rebounded by Morris.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make him all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
George against Edwards. And George with the jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Jackson loves getting into the lane and trying to draw guys in and take a few bumps.
Russell against Jackson. Outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Jackson, the pass to Zubats. George outside. He shoots it. Zubats inside. Defended by Gobert. Zubats' shot is off. Towns against George. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Who poked away. George with a steal. To the middle. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Gobert. The shot misses. Great D that time from Zubats.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
George passes to Morris. Misses a 3. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
Here's Russell. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
And both free throws good for Russell. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And here's Leonard. 10 points for him. George, left side. Out to Leonard. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Russell. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Fades. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. McDaniels passes to Russell. High post Towns. And Towns slams it home.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
George, a screen on Russell. There's Jackson with the 3. That misses. Would have counted. Thanks very much, Allie. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And, you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at small forward. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Here's McLaughlin. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Grant's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now here's Wall. How quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Oh, and Reed with a block. Pass to Anderson. All sorts of time. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Wall, the pass to Batum. Here's the 3. Prince grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's McLaughlin. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Covington with it. Picked up by Reed. And that one's good. Covington.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Here's McLaughlin. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Reed. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Powell outside. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Covington passes to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's McLaughlin. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. McLaughlin's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to Covington. Over Anderson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Anderson.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Just 5 to shoot. That's tipped. All by himself. Here's Powell. And it's Noel with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Pass to McLaughlin. On the wing, Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Now covers. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Right side Wall. Up top Powell. With 2 seconds left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Kicks it to George. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. And here's Edwards outside. That shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And George with the jam.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
To the left wing. Towns passes to Edwards. There's the drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Russell against Jackson. Outside Edwards, puts up a three. The Clippers grab the miss. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Leonard outside. Fades away. Again, the miss by Leonard. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Edwards against George. Edwards with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Russell. Shot clock at 6. Leonard on the wing. Covered by Towns.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Minnesota has got 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Towns for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. George finds Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Fires the 3. Fires, hitting the triple.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game. Just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating. The standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
That's good from George.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Uncovered. Leonard pulls down the board.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Now Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch.
Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris outside, just 3 to shoot. Outside for George. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Morant. We're about 1 minute into the first. Kick out to Adams. Outside Jackson, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got the opening field goal of the game for Los Angeles.
Don't let Reggie Jackson get easy scoring opportunities, folks. Then he catches his rhythm, and now you've got a problem.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Takes the 3. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. I'll start for them. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
George dishes to Jackson. That falls. Nice read that time from George. Jackson's got 5.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now, here's Bain. Shot clock at 5. Out to Morant. Back to Brooks. Stolen by Zubats. Inside. And Leonard has it in the corner. Jackson against Morant. Morris inside. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And the rejection by Jackson. Left side, Bain. George against Brooks. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Down low. Here's Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Durant with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jackson in the corner. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Jackson following John Morant's 3. Great open look there. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
George passes to Jackson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Adams down low. Guarded by Jackson. And an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Payton for 3.
Well, that's the wingspan of Paul George. He is so good at bothering shooters with that length.
To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. Here's Leonard. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Outside for George. Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. Over Brooks. No good off the back of the rim. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA. The broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
Jackson has the open look. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Listen, we've seen Reggie Jackson get into a rhythm, and then it's very difficult to get him off balance. Reggie Jackson's a problem right now, folks.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game, and the basket is good. Jackson's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Morris passes to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Outside for George. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. It's tipped. Leonard against Bain. And the rejection by Jackson. to Morant. This one for three. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Jackson finds Zubats. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down. You got to take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And here are the Clippers now. Grizzlies making the shot. Jackson misses.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Pass to Zubats, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. And the 3-ball is good. Morant's got 10.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
George against Bain. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Leonard, that's for 2. That one a little long.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Thank you, David. And we're back for the third quarter of action following halftime. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group with Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. All passes to Covington. The 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Wall. Outside, Batum. Makes it out to Covington. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jones dishes to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
And really, this is the time to push it and try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Out left to the wing. Man passes to Wall. Over to the left wing. Driving the lane. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
The kick out to Williams. Covington with the steal. all alone in the dunk by Powell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Jones dishes to Clark. The feed to Williams. Pass to Jones. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Williams in the post, defended by Covington.
Yes, he is such a great dunker.
Great, a high riser, no doubt about it. Batum sets a screen for Covington. Now the pass to man. Outside Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Clark kicks to Green. Pass to Jones. Out to the wing. Pass to Conchar. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 5. Doors for an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
And it's Green missing. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. One-on-one here. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Outside Covington. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Outside Jackson. The three from Morant. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Morant scanning the floor. And finished off by Morant.
In just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's George.
What a dunk out below! That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. Stolen by Brooks. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
I love the discipline shown right there by Reggie Jackson.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. George way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson against Jackson. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
George with no one around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant kicks to Brooks. Morant against Jackson. It's Morant with the drop.
The authority from Morant. With the way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Morris passes to George. Latrey. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Leonard with no one around. Good on the 3-point shot. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jackson against Morant. Outside for Jackson. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Bain against George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing.
2 shots.
See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. Free throw good. Bain. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Bain drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Bain against Kennard. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Bain passes to Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. A 3 from Morant. And the Grizzlies get it back. Adams finds Jackson. Morant outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Morant's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Grizzlies.
And this is what they want. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Leonard looking over the floor. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. There's Jackson with the 3. Good work defensively by Morris. And here's Los Angeles. Oh, Morris in position. Stolen by Jackson. And here is Bain. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris...
Side, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Now here's Edwards. 4-3. They grab their own miss. Towns finds Russell. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Russell. From behind the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Payne. Jackson outside. Pass to Moran. Now Payne. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Connects from downtown.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, the Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players. Uncontested look, can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Moran. Here's Brooks. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Moran against Russell. Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Moran. Tipped. Now here's Towns. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Moran. Jackson outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Russell against Moran. Russell to pass to McDaniels. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Russell finds Edwards. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Edwards has got 5 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And it's Payne with the rebound.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Moran against Russell. Fires for 3. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Now here's Jackson. And here's Payne. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Birding around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Towns with the ball. Takes a 3. The shot won't fall. From deep vein. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
You know, in baseball, Graham, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Now here's McDaniels. Jacks up a three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. McDaniels got 7.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Minnesota in the lead. Over to the wing. Back to Edwards. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Adams. Moran against Russell. And it's Moran off the drive. Jackson outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You've got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. From deep, Bain hits a three-pointer. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
This is what I like about John Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Russell to pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Going inside. And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Up top, Moran, guarded by Russell. From deep, Bain. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels with it, guarded by Moran. McDaniels, that's good.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Moran. He has 7. Pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Moran. Moran's got 3 assists now in this one.
Imposing his will. Steven Adams gutting it out against good defense.
Russell to pass to Edwards. The rebound by Jackson.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
To the paint. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game. It really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Now here's Edwards. He has 7. McDaniels passes to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Morant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Bain. There's the 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bain. Not wasting any time going up with this shot.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Brooks outside. And the 3 off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 2. All right, Alley's red. Thanks, Alley. After... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. And they get it back. Pass to Prince. Just 5 to shoot from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Pretty even game going here in Memphis. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Ooh, it's stolen away. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Stolen by Reid. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. To the left side wing. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's McLaughlin, green covering, 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead. Jones in the post and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Noel, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Anderson from downtown. Doesn't go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis trailing here. Low block shot. And that's off the glass and in.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting a nice 50% for the game. Hart, the pass to Williams. Got a piece of it.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Here's McLaughlin. Williams defending. Back to Prince. Reed in the post. A slam dunk by Reed.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. He doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans.
A minute 58 left to play in the third quarter here. Outside, Williams for the lead. Sinks it from distance. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Outside Jones. Takes it inside. That shot off. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Prince down low. Working on Williams. Pass to McLaughlin. And here's Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Prince. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Williams. No good there. And Minnesota the other way with it now. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Conchar. Clark in the post. Reed defending. Now here's Williams. Oh, and Reed with a block. They get it back. Williams' shot is good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
3-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Morant, no good. The Timberwolves shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good with the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Morant. It's tipped. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Morant. Knocked loose. Bain pass to Morant. Looking to win the run. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Morant against Russell. Here's Towns. Russell finds Edwards. On the take. That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Up top, Morant. Guarded by Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Morant. Some solid defense from Russell.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one to strike.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
Memphis has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Morant, pass to Bain. Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
Falling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Here's Edwards, driving to the basket, and Edwards slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Morant, pass to Adams, and Gobert with a block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're behind by 8. 1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter. Williams is checked in for Memphis. 1:14 left in the fourth. Here's Morant, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
No way he is happy with himself right now.
Hammer it home!
Ooh, that hurt. You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Morant, pass to Adams, and stolen by Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Adams grabs the miss. Morant against Russell. Pass to Jackson. Williams on the wing. Back to Adams. Here's Jackson. Minnesota with a rebound. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
VA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
So he gets them both.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. They're down by 11. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
Now McDaniels. Outside Russell. Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Steve.